Let's look at Eric Adams and the indictment unsealed by the U.S. Attorney. This is amazing. The document itself is not searchable for some reason. They actually go out of their way to create a document using word processing software and then scan it and get rid of the searchability of it. So they scan it without the text in it, right? So it's just an image. Each page is an image, and you have to basically go back from image to text, which is OCR, optical character recognition stuff. So we did that. Now, that means this document is not searchable, but I'll put a link in the description of a document that is searchable. Of course, it loses some of the formatting, but the point is we can search it, right? So let's look around. Here, try to search for cash, for instance. Cash. We know something about cash was in this indictment. And here, let's go to the scanned document or the OCR document and look for cash, right? You can just search here for cash, and we'll share this, obviously. You can. And let's see how many caches there are. 8 occurrences. So we just look for the word cash. As Adams' prominence and power grew, his foreign national benefactors sought to cash in on their corrupt relationship with him. That's not surprising. Now this gets a little bit strange. Look at this. Here, Adams employed a scheduler. Right here, see this? The Adams scheduler, we're talking about a person here, right? This is a person. And I believe I've met these people because I used to be in the office in Borough Hall as a community education council person. And you'd see these people come out from behind the wall. I don't even know how there were these walls and then a door, and suddenly this person would come out from behind there, and it wasn't even clear that that was a wall, and so like a secret entrance. So they had these secret passages, and it appeared secret, I don't know. Who managed the appointments and meetings and other official events. Yeah, there were these people, these calendar people, they would be called, scheduler. Despite her status, so this was a woman, as a New York City employee, the Adams scheduler was used by Adams to perform personal tasks for him. Oh, this is even worse. Such as collecting rent at a Brooklyn property he owned. We know here on Lafayette, that's where he supposedly lived. Adams also assigned the Adams scheduler to pay various personal expenses for him, after which Adams would reimburse the scheduler in cash. That seems odd. Why would a city employee be paying for things? Is she using her credit card? How is she paying? Adams sent a series of emails to the scheduler directing the Adams scheduler to pay for the free 2017 flights he and his companion had. That's even stranger. How in the world? Why would this person pay out of her personal account for the Turkish airline? But the emails provided inconsistent explanations. In some, Adams suggested that the Adams scheduler should pay using Adams' credit card, while in others, Adams claimed to have left cash in an envelope for the scheduler to send to the Turkish airline. How would you send cash to the Turkish airline? That doesn't even makes no sense. For example, on November 25th, 2017, Adams sent an email to Adams' scheduler saying that with respect to the July trip, meaning the July and August 2017 trip, I left you money for the international airline in an envelope in your top desk drawer. Desk drawer. Oh, I guess it's misspelled. Draw. And please send it to them. Given the cost of international business class tickets, Adams alone, Adams' email suggests that he left a minimum of well over $10,000 in cash. Wow. In the Adams scheduler drawer to send to the Turkish airline as payment. He did not do that, as records from the Turkish airline confirm that Adams did not pay the airline in cash or otherwise because the tickets were complimentary. 17. And so these are all numbers from the document, from the indictment. In return for travel benefits the Turkish official provided or arranged in or about 2015 and 16, Eric Adams, the defendant, granted political requests from the Turkish official. Prior to Adams' 2015 travel to Turkey, which Adams knew and disclosed to the conflict of interest boards, had been funded by, among other entities, the Turkish consulate and the Turkish airline, and 3 separate municipalities in Turkey. Adams had maintained a relationship with Turkish Community Center in Brooklyn, the community center. In or about 2016, the Turkish official told Adams that the community center was affiliated with a Turkish political movement that was hostile to Turkey's government, and that if Adams wished to continue receiving support from the Turkish government, Adams should no longer associate with the community center. Adams acquiesced. Wow, that's interesting. So this all has to do with cash. I'm trying to zoom in to make this more readable. I guess it's better in this other format. So you can in landscape format probably. But let's just keep going. Let's look for more cash. $10,000 in cash. That would be a lot of cash to leave in cash. Okay, so here's more cash. This seems to be the motif here. Let's do everything in cash. The Adams, look at this. Let's just see. The defendant also sought to arrange for his campaigns to receive unlawful contributions from Turkish nationals, which would be routed through U.S.-based straw donors. On June 22nd, 2018, the same day as the fundraising events just described, the Adams staffer and promoter discussed by text message a possible trip by Adams to Turkey. The promoter stated, in part, fundraising in Turkey is not legal, but I think I can raise money for your campaign off the record. Wow, how did he say that? How will Adams declare that money here? The promoter responded. I don't know who this promoter is. It doesn't say who it is. He won't declare it. Wait. So the promoter responded, he won't declare it or will make the donation through an American citizen in the U.S., a Turk. I'll give cash to him in Turkey. Oh. Or I'll send it to an American. He will make a donation to you. Oh, I guess this promoter is still speaking to the staffer. The Adams staffer replied, I think he wouldn't get involved in such games. They might cause a big stink later. But I'll ask anyways. The Adams staffer then asked, how much do you think would come from you? ? The promoter responded, max 100K. The Adams staffer wrote 100K. Do you have a chance to transfer that here? We can't do it while Eric is in Turkey. To which the promoter replied, let's think. After this conversation, the Adams staffer asked Adams whether the Adams staffer should pursue the unlawful foreign contribution offered by the promoter, and contrary to Adams staffer's expectations, Adams directed that the Adams staffer pursue the promoter's illegal scheme. In November 2018, businessman 1, the wealthy Turkish national, who owned the Turkish University, a for-profit educational conglomerate in Turkey, and whom Adams met there in 2015, visited New York City. Adams and the Adams staffer met with Businessman 1 at Borough Hall. At the close of the meeting, Businessman 1 offered to contribute funds to the campaign. Although Adams knew Businessman 1 was a Turkish national who could not lawfully contribute to U.S. elections, Adams directed the Adams staffers to obtain the illegal contributions offered by Businessman 1. Following up on this directive, Adams wrote to the Adams staffer that Businessman 1 is ready to help. I don't want his willing to help be wasted. I don't want his willing to help be wasted. Misspelled. As Adams directed, the Adams staffer maintained contact with Businessman 1 through intermediaries, culminating in Adams accepting straw donations of Businessman 1's. Remember, this was OCR, so that's Businessman 1. Money discussed below. In 2018, Eric Adams, the defendant, also continued to secretly solicit and accept free and heavily discounted luxury travel benefits provided by the Turkish official and the airline manager. That's interesting. Seems like the Turkish government and the airline are one and the same. In January 2018, Adams and Adams' partner traveled to Budapest, Hungary through Istanbul. Several months earlier, Adams' partner had purchased 2 economy tickets in the Turkish airline for approximately $560 each. In December 2017, the Adams staffer, acting at Adams' direction, asked the airline to upgrade the tickets to business class, and he did it for free. Had Adams and Adams' partner purchased their business class tickets, the tickets would have cost more than $14,000 total. Consistent with his prior actions, Adams concealed this free and heavily discounted travel the Turkish airline provided by omitting it from his disclosure, 2018 conflict of interest disclosure, despite the requirement to report it. As 2021 mayoral election approach, Adams continues to solicit and accept illegal campaign contributions. In 2019, Adams travels to Istanbul and solicits foreign contributions. In 2019, Adams, the defendant, and Adams' partner traveled to Turkey, Jordan, Oman with assistance of the promoter. Because Adams made his travel arrangements through the promoter and not through the airline manager did not upgrade Adams' economy class tickets on the Turkish airline, instead arranging a full upgrade only for Adams' partner. Had Adams' partner purchased her tickets, it would have cost approximately $7,000. In an effort to monopolize flight travel as a method of gaining influence with Adams, the airline manager observed that difficulty arose in upgrading Adams because the arrangement had been made through others. When exchanging messages about the potential trip later, in 2019, the Adams staffer requested an upgrade for Adams from the airline manager and explained in part that he learned his lesson last time. We're writing directly to you this time. After 2019 trip, Adams exclusively arranged his flights on the Turkish airline through the airline manager, allowing the airline manager, the Turkish official, and the Turkish government to increase their influence over Adams. Wow. During this 2019 trip, Eric Adams, the defendant, solicited and accepted travel benefits from the promoter. The Turkish entrepreneur, who was described above, facilitated Adams' second trip to 2015 to Turkey, and in 2018 proposed to Adams via the Adams staffer, raising campaign contributions illegally in Turkey. Specifically, Adams solicited and accepted free hotel stays, dinners, and a boat trip, among other things, from the promoter, including free 2-night stay in the Cosmopolitan Suite at the St. Regis, Istanbul, depicted below. Oh my goodness, there's pictures. A total wow. So let's go to the pictures. Are there pictures in here? Wow, that is so cool. They've got depicted below. Oh my goodness. The Bentley Suite. Yep, there it is. The Bentley Suite bathroom. Wow, that's quite a bit. Yeah, that Good that Eric enjoyed that. Well, jail's not going to be the same. Cosmopolitan suite. Wow. This is a room. It looks like part of the hotel. Wow. That's pretty good. Look at these. Oh my goodness. How much does he owe? It's very expensive because it's last minute. Okay, I'm going to charge you $50. No, that wouldn't work. No, dear, $50 what? Quite a proper price. $50 what? Quote a proper price. How much should I charge? His every step is being watched now. 1,000 or so. Let it be somewhat real. Wow, this is hilarious. Adams paid approximately $1,100 for each round trip. Wow. Oh, they should have cost about $15,000. Wow, it's too expensive. Why does he care? He's not going to pay. His name will not be on anything either. Super. So here's another one. He's also asking where he can go in Turkey. Do you have recommended 4 seasons? It's too expensive. Why does he care? He's not going to pay. His name will not be on anything. Wow, look at this. This just gets worse and worse and worse. Wow, holy smokes. A Turkish house. They're putting pictures in here now, too. This is cool. Chief, after review of the letter, I do not see any way we would be willing to accept it. They have some major issues like central station and fan shutdowns that would be automatic violation order. Aside from that, he gave us a list of over 60 defects, and some of them list 5 to 10 problems in each one. Will not go beyond 20 defects without issuing violation order. In my opinion, this document does not take any liability that we would be comfortable with. I believe actually tells us this building is not safe to occupy. Feel free to reach out to us later. Oh, this poor guy who wrote this letter. Wow, holy smokes. This is horrendous. This just goes on for pages and pages. I recommend people read this. Peace out.